The two greatest foes of the West meet in Moscow. China's supreme leader, Xi Jinping, is being hosted by Russian President Vladimir Putin until Wednesday, where the two are discussing building parallel economies to the West and the war in Ukraine, as the two autocrats call each other good friends.
Dear
President Putin, I always call you my dear friend. I was very glad to receive your proposal with a state visit once again. Let alone my re-election as chairman of China's Communist Party, I chose Russia as the first foreign country to visit.
On the agenda is a peace proposal to end the Ukraine war, drafted by Beijing, one that Moscow may even be receptive to.
We've carefully studied your proposals on settling the acute crisis in Ukraine. Of course, we'll have an opportunity to discuss these issues. You're also well aware that we're always open for negotiation process. We will discuss all these issues, including your initiatives.
The United States was quick to criticize the meeting, saying it defied the international order.
Calling for a ceasefire that does not include the removal of Russian forces from Ukrainian territory would effectively be supporting the ratification of Russian conquest. It would recognize Russia's attempts to seize the sovereign neighbor's territory by force.
But perhaps most significant, plans to settle bilateral trade in local currencies only, rather than the traditional exchange mediums of euros or dollars, a plan that will dramatically reduce demand for and undermine Western currencies.
At the moment, we are not in a position to continue our activity in dollar in Europe, so we are focusing on ruble, and other currencies like yuan, for example.
China has billed the visit as a journey of peace and cooperation, while observers believe it is all about geopolitical positioning.
Xi and Putin's conversations are going to be private, but it seems to me that the Chinese have a strategic interest in Russia being seen to win in Ukraine, partly because it's going to damage the credibility of the US.
And as one former superpower negotiates with the rising superpower, the world watches closely.